Hi, fifth graders. All right, let's talk about that science portfolio. Here I am in my science, and here's the course outline. If you're not familiar with it, please get used to using it. It's very helpful. So if you see these little pieces of paper over here, that's telling you there's something important there. Okay, it has some notes added to it. Okay, now I had some phone calls and text messages and some webmails about, hey, help, I can't find what I'm supposed to do for our portfolio. I don't see a Dropbox. That's because the Dropbox is down here. Okay, I know that the directions that are inside the lesson, I felt like they're a little confusing. So that's why we dropped the actual portfolio. So that's why there's two. One is dropped, one is a new one. All right, so these here get you ready for this. So pay attention, read through these, watch the videos, and really get you, take some notes on this. And when you get here, you're going to be ready to go. I'm going to click here because this is what you're going to do next Wednesday on the 1st. So it tells you again, it has been dropped. I'm going to start the lesson. Okay. Now, when I tab through, you're going to click here, take assessment. You can take a preview if you don't have a learning coach nearby and you know they're working or they're busy, you can do a preview so you can look at it. You should not be doing any quiz, test, or portfolio alone. You should always go get your learning coach and say, is it okay if I do this on my own? And you should have someone nearby just so you can make sure you're doing it the right way. You're going to click start. And then it says you must complete the Nearpod changes in pattern in order to get full credit. Here is the link. This isn't just blue writing. It is a link and it will take you to the Nearpod. And then when you're done with this Nearpod, come back here and you're going to answer these questions. Okay? I'm going to tell you what I think is really important is that I really think if you highlight these and you copy and paste, you can do Control C or you can right click and paste it in. You can just drop those right in and then you can say, I noticed that the morning shadow was I noticed that the noon shadow was, and I noticed the evening shadow was. That way you don't forget anything. And then the same thing goes for here. You can say, oops, the city opposite of Seattle is, I'm not going to give the answer. And here's the hint. It says, look at July. And I'm going to talk about that. So I'm going to go ahead. You would click on this link and it's going to take you to the Nearpod. And let me get all the way back over to the front. Okay. Right here. Put your first and last name, full name. If you put, if I just put Karen, I know there's only one Karen here, but my teacher doesn't know that. And if you don't have your full name, I'm not going to give you full credit. Okay. So please put your first and last name. I do not want nicknames. I don't need to know that, your parents call you Pumpkin. Okay. No nicknames at all. So you're going to go ahead and start. Here's the overview. You are going to make observations, okay, of the shadows and position of a sundial. In the lesson, that's what you were learning about. So you can make a sundial or you can watch a video because maybe it's not sunny out. Maybe you don't have the supplies, so I have it there for you. You're going to watch it, make observations. Get a piece of paper, write down 3 observations for the morning, noon, and evening, okay? Don't just put, there's a shadow. It has to be detailed. What type of shadow? Where was it located? Okay? And then you're going to analyze a graph and answer some questions. So there is a video that follows this page, but for some reason, every time I do this, it doesn't show up in here. But when I'm in the Nearpod, the video does show up. This is where you would write down your observations. Right here, you would write them down. You can do this. It's very difficult to write with the pencil. So I suggest using the texting tool And this one can be a little shorter because I really want the details over here, okay? Do these 3 observations, go on to the next page. This is where you are supposed to make your own graph. You're going to take that chart that they give you, pick 2 cities. Well, I decided to get rid of it because last year we had students pulling dots all over the place because it was an interactive one. Since we haven't taught anything on graphing, I thought, well, you know, instead of having you guys do a graph, I'm going to make the graph for you. You're going to analyze it because that's the whole point. It's not about you graphing. That would be more mathematics. This is about, are you able to analyze the information that is in front of you? So I want you to take a look at this, okay? Look at Miami. It's the blue one, and it goes up slowly. It's not like a big sharp. It's not like a big roller coaster. It's like a woo kind of hill. And then we have the red one. Look at it. It's lower, below 10. It goes up to 10. It's higher than 10, almost up to 15. 15. Whoa. It's even higher, higher, higher. Ooh, and it goes down. That one's like a roller coaster, isn't it? Then Singapore. Look at Singapore. It's in between 10 and 15. And you know what? It dips a little bit here. Dip, dips, dips, dips. And then it starts to go, it sort of kind of goes up a little bit right here. So this one kind of is like even. And then we can look at Sydney. Wow, Sydney doesn't start out low and go higher. It starts out higher and dips. That's interesting, isn't it? So you're going to answer some questions on the next couple pages. Now this is where I want you to take a look. This one says, which city is opposite of Seattle? Look at July. I want you to look for the lowest. So look for July. Here's July. Seattle's the red one. Find the opposite, the lowest one. So you're going to look at the colors over here and analyze which one is the lowest, okay? Identify which city it is, and you're going to type it out. The city opposite of Seattle is blank, all right? That's what you're going to do for this portfolio. I really hope this helps. And if you need any help, book a time with me, give me a text, send me a webmail, or ask me after live lesson. Bye, everybody.